a misdemeanor. If you sell it, it's a felony, and you can only get it from doctors. What about people who don't have health insurance? I mean, what else do you have? Bail reform, and let me be clear, they passed 5 bail reform bills that for the most part can keep you locked up even when you're just charged with a crime. I will say that the Democrats were able to stop SJR 87, which if you were charged with certain crimes, then you literally were not able to get a bail at all. And sometimes people in jail for 2 and 3 years. So we had some small victories, but the victories were stopping really bad things. But let me brag on something that I did. I had some historic criminal reform legislation. I passed House Bill 413. It's sitting on the governor's desk, and it literally says that you cannot be locked up pre-trial longer than the maximum range of punishment, because you have a lot of people who get locked up, they can't afford bail, maybe they're facing a misdemeanor, they're facing up to a year in the county jail, but their trial isn't set for 2 or 3 years. They're literally sitting in jail longer than the maximum sentence. So I passed that bill. I'm very proud of it. It was very hard because, and I'm going to tell you, Ron, I know you can agree to this, that at the end of the day, you think it can't get worse, it can. We got to get out and we've got to vote, because there are 88 Republicans, there are 62 Democrats in the House, there are 20 Republicans and 11 Democrats in the Senate, and the governor is a Republican. And the Republicans forced their conservative agenda on us, and most of their agenda was anti-black, anti-brown, anti-immigrant, anti-gay, anti-anybody who's not white, anti-anybody who's not Christian, and anti-children. They really passed bills that will cause kids to have mental health issues and will increase suicide. So it was a very difficult session, but we fought until the very end. We were there until today. We both drove.
And Isaiah, one of the biggest things that I heard, you mentioned the THC, many veterans that use it to deal with mental health, PTSD from combat, they won't have that ability now. Many people who were business owners, I had constituents that went into the THC business, helping to contribute to our economy. Now they're going to have to close their doors. And so this is awful. Republicans talk about liberty, yet they took it away. So instead of going further, which I think we should legalize marijuana, we're now criminalizing THC and cannabis. That is insane.
Facing 20 years. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's crazy. And so it was very difficult. But we have to fortify each other. We have to get up and we have to fight. We can't just give up. But we need more people like us in the legislature. It is very white. It is very rich. And then there's us.
Yeah, and the sad thing, too, is Texas leads the nation in the highest number of uninsured. We couldn't even have a debate about Medicaid expansion. We had the 3-year anniversary of Uvalde. We did nothing on gun reform legislation. In fact, we made it easier to get guns. We gave incentives for the National Rifle Association to have more conventions here in Texas.
And we will use taxpayer money to fund them. But not only did we not do common sense gun reform, we literally passed a law that said that having a sawed-off shotgun is no longer illegal. You can own a sawed-off shotgun. That's the kind of stuff they worry about.
So did law enforcement have anything to say about this?
Yeah, they want it. They believe in the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment means they can have machine guns, sawed-off shotguns. What do you need a sawed-off shotgun for? Sawed-off shotguns have literally been illegal in Texas for decades. Under this legislative session, they are now legal for you to have. And I tell you what, it's always fun till the rabbit got the gun.
Absolutely.
So when black folks start getting these machine guns and all these things that they have, I bet you they start banning them then.
But Isaiah, quickly, you asked about law enforcement. Law enforcement was in favor of being able to implement and pass red flag laws, to be able to take away guns from dangerous people or people that are mentally ill, at least temporarily, right? Well, guess what? The legislature passed a law that says no one can have red flag laws in this state. So my district attorney, Brian Middleton, wanted to have red flag laws to basically take away guns from people that maybe domestic violence abusers or people that were manic, in terms of mental illness. They said, no, you can't do that.
And here's what's crazy. We did pass a bunch of domestic violence laws to protect victims that say you can't have a gun. So we literally have passed conflicting laws.
That's right.
Right? And for people who don't know what a red flag law is, I don't know, maybe you got anger management problems. And you don't need to have no gun. Or you got mental issues. You say you're going to kill yourself or you're going to kill other people. And then I could go and say, hey, this person doesn't need a gun because they're dangerous. Because they love the Second Amendment more than they love people and children, we literally can't keep guns out of the hands of dangerous people.
That's right.
We want to thank you guys for joining us here on The Factor, and of course, we'll be talking to you more about this as these laws go into effect. Thank you for joining us.